day.
Yes.
And this is, again, what the blue team lost to earlier today by the hands of Boomstorm. So let's see what they're able to do to make that adjustment as we get the game started.
Snowy just opens up with some big damage. Luna in there for the mix just to keep it going.
Luna has, again, he had been a absolute monster at all times, especially off stage. Look at that, he's already out there, weapon toss down. Clem gonna get caught. No, Jetbean goes for the save. Jetbean now in a terrible spot, but he gets his way out. That was a perfectly timed save for Jetbean.
Yeah, absolutely phenomenal. Interruption and a double knockout. Luna is just so clutch.
It doesn't matter who's there. His teammate, he could be in the midst of it, doesn't matter. The reduced knockback, he's gonna catch everyone. He was in the middle of trying to get a double KO on the left side. I wasn't done with you yet.
That was fully charged. That down signature just up and down, slams him out of here.
Let's see if he can continue that success right now. It is kind of focused Luna time. Luna has been a big problem.
I would say. I mean, he has just been absolutely dominating the match. He's been having those massive plays, that double knockout so early on.
Luna's gonna get caught by the Sarah, won't be enough to get a knockout free team combo, but instead Clem accidentally mistiming the spot dodge and hitting Jetbean in the midst of it. Here goes a ground pound. Clem trying to block. They do at least finally catch Luna.
Yeah, great punish on that signature, and that's a lot of times what it boils down to in this double space is, hey, if they're gonna go for that big damage on a signature on your teammate, make sure they pay for it.
Exactly, and Jetbean is going to pay for that one. There we go. Clem is now in a 2v1. Luckily got pushed just far enough away from that recovery. Might not have gotten a KO yet, but the last thing you want to do is be right above both of them on that soft platform. As you can see, once again, just barely getting away.
Snowy looking for a weapon, but Jetbean steals it out from under him.
Jetbean has been very good at kind of just keeping that weapon starve going here. And you see right there, Dealer recovery is going to catch Snowy once again, looking for that weapon spawn. Well-placed bait from Clem, and they have an even game.
So incredibly dangerous. So now we're looking at Jetbean. We're looking at Snowy because they are down on their final stocks. Luna joins them shortly.
That side stick going to go ahead and send the other way. Active input sending towards the right, and Jetbean holding a good front line for a moment for Clem, but does finally get caught by the D-Sig.
Yeah, that one, he's going to cover both sides. Luna used it in past sets to great effect.
Yeah, Luna is incredible at separating the two, and it looked like Snowy might have had the lineup to volley him back, but was blocked instead by Clem. And there they go. Look at that target shift, and the Luna chasing Clem. Not looking too comfortable. The neutralizer is going to send them off, and Snowy interrupting that as well.
Ooh, going for that side signature once again, Luna. But Jetbean and Clem have been starting to take to the skies. They're recognizing the grounded threat of that, and they don't want to be anywhere near it.
Yeah, and this is as dead even as you can ask for, quite literally, on all the damage on board. Neutral light won't be enough. The weapon toss catches Snowy, though, going for the Sarah to get back on. Luna was almost able to get a 2v1 earlier. That will not be happening here, as it's going to be Jetbean and Clem who strike first.
All right, incredibly close game. Massive damage down to final stocks.
And Tezca in that strength stance too. That's just gonna be so you literally can't afford to get hit by him. Like, you just can't. Everything.
It's a lot.
And the fact that Clem is just been so on the money with lining himself up. He's always there to separate the two. I think that was the biggest thing that I enjoyed watching from Clem that game, is that even though they weren't getting a lot of big team combos, his presence was ever known at all times when you were trying to hit Jetbean. That slowed down that big damage they were applying to Jetbean early on and allowed them to get that game.
Yeah, absolutely crucial. Sets the momentum for the set. So now Snowy and Luna are going to have to figure out how to turn this one around.
Oh, definitely, for one, we're going to switch off the two soft platforms. I think a part of why the cannon damage was so low, even though usually it's pretty good at covering the soft platforms, is the red team was just hovering away from it. They never got caught by any low-grounded starters, so Snowy should be able to find some more here with only one on Apocalypse.
Going for the corner guard here. Luna fighting back on stage. That extra range of the blasters letting him contest Clem's axe.
Luna's blasters have been so on the money too. Not even just the blasters, the gauntlets too, but the blasters have just been next to none. Snowy's going to at least get back on. Good save from Luna, getting in a miss of that. Look at that. It doesn't matter who he's... You want some? You want some? I'll fire either way. I'm going to catch you.
Yeah, his coverage, his target swaps, just so incredibly aware. And yeah, I absolutely love his blasters. That is one of the newer pickups for him.
Yeah.
You know, he does have quite a stable of characters that he can choose between.
Yes.
but these blasters, man, there's something new.
We were mentioning it in the pre-show. If there's anybody right now in the game who I would like to see, well, for one, as I'm talking about them in a positive manner, not get knocked out immediately, but I feel like Ground Pound is going to get rid of Luna. But Luna's that person, if you have a meta change and you need someone to be the one to pick it up, Luna's going to be able to do it.
Oh yeah, incredibly versatile. But right now, Clem, shortly, I mean, he just fell on his final stock. He held on to it so much longer than everybody else, but didn't really amount to too much extra credit damage.
Yeah, but it's mostly like we said, Clem sets up for Jetbean to go off. And this is this is the par for the course for Jetbean too, because his Mordex is the same way. His advantage state with Mordex Scythe is so good. So I'm not too surprised to see that the Tesca is also doing the same thing. As we say that is now 3 times in a row where we hype someone up and they immediately got knocked out. So Luna is trying to survive and he's looking good at it, and he is that time actually going to touch the ground.
Oh, big signature attempt. Doesn't get punished for it. Clem gets to swing.
Both of them giving respect to Luna's range that time. They were getting caught a lot by those Blaster D6 we mentioned earlier, but Clem doing just the same. Drifts off, gets the reversal stare, tries to go for a GCD light.
Stuffed recovery. The save.
Clem in a weird spot now, but there's the coverage from Jetbean.
Yeah, he was ready. He was calculating the angles. How am I going to get this dash jump ground pound to seal the deal?
Snowy is going to fall shortly after that. Luna trying to get a knockout onto Clem. Clem has been very solid at holding that lead. Like you said, whether when he gets involved, it's at the right moments, and he's chasing a bit, but it's allowing Jetbean to do what he needs. But currently, you can't let Jetbean take too much else, because that's a potential 2v1 coming.
Oh,
and
man,
there it is.
What a conversion on that power play. Clem left alone, and Snowy and Luna this time incredibly healthy.
And now this is where you have to stand up and play tall, but that's if you can even play the game. GCD Light's the wrong way, but still, Clem hasn't been able to win neutral once so far yet.
He's looking for his way back to ground. Unfortunately, it cost him the weapon. He was able to grab that one just as it was falling. But man, he's got a stick and move.
That's the hard part about it. When you get to this blasters mode in the 2v1, it's just straight hits. That's it. You're trying to, your best play is to trip someone up on that platform and hope to take them out. Well, that's going to be a D-Light recovery. It doesn't matter whether that second hit would have gotten there or not. That does lead to an even set.
But I like that Snowy was there for the conversion.
The key is to always steal the KO from your teammate. That's the most important part.
You gotta pad the stats.
Yes, you must pad the stats. If you're not, then you're doing it wrong. Remember, as we all know, the math is the most important, as said by the one and only Sparky himself. So if you're not upping the numbers and reporting your legends, you're doing it wrong. Granted, you can't do it in twos, but
just in case that wasn't enough. You know, because they will run into situations where they've got less damage on the opponent, and that's what you need for those conversions. And they've already shown, hey, yeah, we do have that.
Yeah, there's been a few times today, too, where Luna's are actually stolen away KOs that I think about it from Snowy. So it's like, no, that's mine. And if you can tell from the interview, I would not be surprised to see if that's part of what they're doing. But currently, the play of going to the one-soft platform did work. Now, we're looking at a very interesting 3 remaining. We got Fabled City, Miami Dome, and Air Temple. So at minimum, you either have 2 platforms or 1 really long one. We're going to go back to Miami Dome, which, curiosity-wise, I'm wondering what Snowy's going to do to adjust this time here, because Snowy's cannon wasn't, well, actually, to be honest, the last game, Snowy's cannon really didn't do as much either. It was mostly Luna, but he needs to try to find a way to get it to pop off, because Luna has been the one putting a lot of damage on the board. But once that cannon starts going crazy, that's the player that won BCX.
Yeah, I mean, you really can't sell that short. It is just the pinnacle of doubles gameplay.
So far, he's doing a good job at it. He's rushing in more. I like it. Got caught though, kind of grouped up with Luna, and Snowy has taken a decent amount of damage, but it feels like it looks like he's more confident when he's trying to go in.
Yeah, Jetbean and Clem, they had the damage lead for a little bit, but Snowy and Luna have been able to propel themselves back into the game. There's the conversion. Uh-oh, but kind of trading 1 for 1.
Yeah, getting caught up in the midst of that too. Jetbean saw Snowy going up there to help out and said, no, that's for me. So honestly, the stars of the show with this set has been Jetbean and Luna and the support roles of Clem and Snowy. That's kind of been the theme of these first few matches so far.
Yeah, so I wonder when players are going to...
No
wait a minute.
shot, bro. Come on, dude. Not again. Stop fighting him off stage. It's not worth your life expectancy. He got another one with the weapon toss down. Sealed the deal on on Jetbean, who looked like he might have a shot, but luckily at least Clem got out of there.
Yeah, I mean, Luna is just too dangerous off stage. We've seen it in previous sets against other teams. We've seen it here. If you go off stage against him, you're probably already giving up that stock.
Yeah, I think literally the one solid dub is the fact that Clem's alive. That was so close to Clem losing that one, but Clem does fall. And also Snowy's been slowing down the damage. He's still getting hit, but he's been slowing it down, primarily going with the gauntlets. Does avoid the side sig. That would have absolutely gotten rid of that.
Oh, yeah. So here we go. I know the damage is high on Jetbean and Snowy, but I'm looking at Clem. If he falls early, it's all but done.
We're here in game 3. I'm looking to see which one of those two is going to be the one to start popping off more. Is it going to be Clem or Snowy first? Because that's going to be that's basically what's going to tell the tale on what changes it all.
Drop kick.
Luna, deep off stage, avoids the weapon toss, is going to get caught with a dare, and that's actually going to get rid of him. So the red team sporting a lead. Jetbean, once again, still the one with the most.
Yeah, Clem making sure to get that conversion, get the dive kick before Luna touched the wall. Absolutely crucial. Didn't come a moment too soon.
Yes, and there goes Clem in a terribly uncomfortable spot. Snowy just missing the side air, but gets the volley off the wall that time. Nothing that Jetbean could do because he's too busy getting comboed himself.
Uh-oh, man, just such a quick pickup. I mean, I know they were looking to just cover the space, but man, it is effective.
Ow, that was so well played again, and this is the theme that we have to look at. I don't mean to keep pointing it out, but it is really showing its face here. When I look at the numbers overall, as we see, Luna has just been a menace to everyone on the stage throughout this game. Here comes that. I believe this is going to be that edge guard play. Neutral light setting him off. No, actually, no, that was just a neutral light KO. But
yeah, I mean, he was so incredibly damaged, and they were all the way at the corner of the stage. But what a beautiful conversion right here. Not letting Jetbean get back on the stage.
Yeah, no opportunity to get something started. And you think back to the offstage play again, sure, that was definitely a difference maker and kind of stopping A, Jetbean from holding onto that third stock for longer, but B, looking back at the numbers like I was just building up to. Jetbean and Luna are kind of the ones who've been primarily getting the KOs. So it's fine if you have a teammate who's always getting them, right? That's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
Sure,
as long as you're getting the W at the end of the day. But the only way you get a W is you have to apply damage and do something yourself. Snowy was able to minimize that damage that time. He only did 396, but only took 382. But on the other hand, Clem dealt 238 and took 581.
Ooh,
that means that Clem is getting shut
deficit
down the whole time. He's got to wake up here if they want to see a Game 5.
Yeah, right now, oh, Jetbean falling 20 seconds in.
Clem was soon to join him.
Oh
He
my
does
gosh.
join him. That is 2. This is where the writing starts to appear on the wall, and you start to feel a little bit hopeless. There's still time to try and make adjustments, but it is a very difficult task.
Yeah, it seems like Luna and Snowy have really just dialed into Jetbean and Clem's game plan, and they're just dancing around it.
Yeah, I mean, look, the hindsight is 2020, right? Every game plan, every playbook can also just fail. Like, sometimes it just won't work. And that's kind of the way it feels right now. But that is at least one. They've minimized the damage, misses the GCD light. But do they get the dare? Yes, they do. Do they get Luna finishing his food?
Snowy there for the save. He relieved that pressure, took one of the players out of the equation for the edge guard.
The Sarah won't even be enough either. They need to get rid of Luna, but without overextending to do it, because they've already taken a lot of damage. So if you start putting yourself too high like that, you're going to get reversed yourself. They do get the D-Light Sarah. Can they get some of damage applied to Snowy? No, Snowy smartly dipping far away with active hitboxes to prevent a 2v1.
Yeah, even that slide charge, just threatening
That's
the angle as he was
alone.
fading away. Oh, yeah. Do not follow me.
I also respect entirely, even though everything in your mind right now tells you to go for that play. You need to be careful about when you decide to strike. And they're getting damage built on the blue team because they just held side instead of trying to rush for an edge guard that might have cost them stocks.
Yeah, big punch from Luna, but trades for it. Clem making sure he pays 1 for 1.
Think back to that moment we just talked about. Look at how we're at an even game. If they decide to rush them off stage, they might have gotten knocked down instead. But right now, everybody falls, 1 stock apiece, dead even game.
Yeah, this is as close as it can get.
See if Jetbean and Clem can bring it together. Can they pull out the clutch factor and get themselves to a Game 5? They've already done it multiple times today. They are sporting really good Ws.
Wow. Clem,
Oh,
my
no.
gosh,
God,
getting
God,
knocked
God.
up to the sky. He almost got taken out.
That's the last place you want to be, anywhere near Luna. They had something cooking there, but didn't find the recovery off of the boots. And Snowy chasing high. I mean, Snowy's gauntlets, at least, even though the cannon wasn't working as well over the last few games, the gauntlets have really been picking up.
So now Clem fighting Blasters versus Blasters against Luna. They've got the setups, they've got the range.
And not getting caught by the charge on that D-Sig, but that's going to be a reversal from Luna, trying to get to the Sair. JetBean's going to get back on. Meanwhile, on the left side of the stage, that's going to be a ground pound, and they get one. Snowy is damaged enough, but that is an irrelevant fact because it is going to be the rematch coming up in a minute as Snowy and Luna keep their bracket run alive as the #1 seed of the event to go into Elim semis to have that match against the ones who put them there in the first place, TWK. It's Boomstorm.
Yeah, this is going to be wild. This is going to be absolutely insane. I'm still just stuck on the fact that JetBean and Clem were able to make the adjustments for that final game. Unfortunately, if it came one game sooner, I think we would be looking at a very different set.
Yep.
But it was just too little, too late. Snowy and Luna could not be stopped.
Yes, and I'm still incredibly happy to see that the trend rising stars of late, after all of that new generation of players we see doing so well, AO Blue and JetBean both respectively getting 5th place here today, along with the incredible performances of Clem and Daddy Heizo along with them, proving it's not just those ones runs that they had. They were able to do it here in the 2v2 format as well. Very well done. Of course, they want more, and I think these are teams that can absolutely get more in the future because they were making it close against some of the best that we have right now.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people's favorites still in it. You know, you got to find out how are those actually going to shake out now that we're approaching top 4.
Here's the crazy part. We've been hyping up heavily how the Boomstorm rematch versus Snowy and Luna is coming up, right? We still have to talk about the fact that there is a winner's final set away from them. From the